Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. We're looking at major currency pairs today, euro dollar in particular, as the euro inflation rate data is coming up later in today's session, supposedly coming in at 5% from 5.3%. This is the lowest since January of 2022 due to falling energy prices. But you have to think that for the first time, if we look at this time last year, it was above 10% in double figures for the first time ever. So it's come a long way after dropping towards 5%, but still has a long way to go to beat the Fed, who stand currently just above 3% at the moment. So lots to talk about, lots to get into. Also got sterling against the dollar, seeing dollar pairs kind of sliding at the moment due to the hawkish stance the Fed has been taking in the last few trading sessions, especially after the Jackson Hole Symposium, that the Fed did say that it was going to keep hiking its rate until inflation is tamed. Inflation is lower at their terminal rate, but will they get to 2% by the end of the year? We'll have to wait and see. But as I said, let's get straight into the charts. On the daily chart at the moment, just looking on the dollar, because the last time that we saw quite a hawkish stance for most of 2022, we saw quite a big slide, as you can see here, in prices. And this is when the Fed was raising basis points by 75 at a time. So it's really, really aggressive in its approach. Since then, though, as you can see, it's become more and more lax. And we did see this kind of bullish channel emerging. Very, very nice correction and wave pattern here. Now we're seeing a little bit more of an uptick, but it is a little bit unlikely we will start pushing towards the 113, 114 handle anytime soon. We are a little bit subdued at the moment, as this is just a slight correction in the time of the euro dollar having a slight uptick. But obviously, euro inflation coming in today. We've got the non-farm payrolls tomorrow, which could really have more of a indentation on our signal where we're going to go. The number estimated for NFP is supposed to be slightly lower than the last time around, but we could have some surprises in store that we did have a couple of sessions ago on the NFP as well. And not only that, we've also got a little bit more information coming out of Europe as well as to where the next ECB rate hike would go. So this could be more of a move to the upside as well for the euro dollar. So let's see where we're going to go on the 4-hour chart as well. So at the moment, we're just seeing now this bounce at the 108 handle roughly has seen quite a progression of just over 100 pips to the upside in just a short space of time. So we're just seeing now it could have another correction to the upside, possibly reaching 110 by the end of today. But obviously, we'll see what the euro inflation data does bring us. That could have quite a pop on the euro pairs across the board, even though we have had a strong dollar in the previous readings as well. So the only thing that I've kind of taken into consideration at the moment, excuse me, is the fact that we are quite overbought on the RSI. So we are expecting a bit of a fall on that. Whether or not it brings some kind of divergence or a major divergence will remain to be seen. At the moment, as you can see here, we are seeing just a slight bearish divergence being emerged at the moment. So this could see prices dip a little bit lower. But at the moment, it's looking quite favourable for the euro currently. So we'll see when the eurozone does get into full effect and when the news does break. Just keep an eye on that as well. So like I said, we're just going to look at another major currency pair. Just going to look at cable or pound dollar, however you want to approach it. It's moving quite similar to the euro dollar at the moment. You know, we're in this kind of nice upturn pattern, but we've had this strong dollar for the last few trading sessions and a slight uptick now. Not as much as the euro dollar on the uptick surge. It is a little bit more subdued, and as you can see on the RSI, it's nowhere near overbought at the moment. So we're not really getting those full divergences that we saw on the euro dollar chart. So just keep an eye on dollar. This could be really driving the pound at the moment because there's not much sterling news currently. And again, for the 4-hour chart, like I said, a little bit like the euro dollar, it's not quite as overbought as it has been for the euro dollar, so we haven't really got that strong divergence. We've got a small one here coming through as a bearish one, so again we might just have a little bit more of a downturn in that respect as well. So just keep an eye on the fundamentals. Obviously we've got the NFP tomorrow, so join me, feel free to join me live for that as I run you through the pre and post data of the NFP to see what's going to happen, and we'll see if there's going to be any surprises, any shake-ups in the market, and we'll be looking at the main major moves in the market: euro dollar, gold, oil, Bitcoin, anything that you want me to look at. There'll be an open live chat as well to discuss what's going on and what the future brings for all the major currency pairs and commodities as well. So don't forget, that's going to be tomorrow. And if you have any queries or questions until then, please feel free to add them to our YouTube channel post that will be going on. And obviously, we'll be posting this video on Telegram as well. So thank you very much for joining me, and speak again tomorrow. Bye for now.